You can stick your new world order up your ass. You can stick your new world order up your ass. You can stick your new world order when the sun don't shine but oughta. Stick your new world order up your ass. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 90. Together we are mighty. We are the 99%. We don't be arrested in a dressing gown. We don't be arrested in a dressing gown. We don't be arrested in a, she is such a sinner. Should be arrested in a dressing gown. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 90. Together we are mighty. We are the 99%. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails and the evil plant fails. Blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 90. Together we are mighty. We are the 99%. You can stick your poison vaccines up your ass. You can stick your TV programs up your ass. You can stick your GMO foods, but we ain't gonna go school. Stick your Georgia Guidestones up your ass. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 99%. Singing we are the 90. Together we are mighty. We are the 99%. Oh, I'd rather be a human than a slave. Oh, I'd rather be a human than a slave. Oh, I'd rather be a human. Don't you know that you can rather be a human than a slave? You can stick your new world order up your ass. You can stick your new world order up your ass. You can stick your new world order when the sun don't shine but oughta. Stick your new world order up your ass.
Yes, indeed. Stick it up their bums, and as I said before, come out the other side. Good morning. Actually, it's good 39 minutes past midnight. It's 8. If you want to catch me on Facebook, that's Rob E.T. Timothy Tuhaka. My email address is blattinboy, BLATTIN boy, @gmail.com. So if you want to send me an email, just say hi, that you listen to the broadcast or you found the broadcast. That'll be cool. I'm also on MeWe too. The Rob Timothy Tuhaka. So if you're on that MeWe, watch the ones that don't know MeWe. It's a alternative to Facebook, which we understand. Some of us are learning still that Facebook has been doing a lot of bullshit. Don't mean to sound harsh about it, but these are one of the warnings. It's regarding Facebook, because things are ramping up now, and unfortunately, but anyway, let's get in. Before we start on that, we'll just get into the show. Any updates? No, just recently just feeling the right ear burns here and there. Been getting some left ones now, so someone's thinking good about it, me personally, but it's not about me. Just try to broadcast and, well, how can I put it? Get information out there should be, and helping others do it, because, as Thomas said, it's about proactiveness. And which comes to awesomeness, as my friend Joe, as my old teacher Jody used to say, aka one of my friends on Facebook. But anyway, I also like to acknowledge the Truth, Honour and Integrity group run by Thomas Williams. G'day to you all. Hopefully that you are doing great today, ladies and gents. THI whānau. I also like to acknowledge Alan James and Stephen George and the Open Your Mind Internet Radio. G'day to you all as well. Hopefully you're doing fine. And another one I like to acknowledge now is Randy Morgan. I've listened to a couple of your shows, man, and I'm impressed in how you take things and what angle you take it from. We need more of that in the world, just like Thomas Allen and James, and yes, a few of us on this world. I could say definitely about a lot of the THI members, because we try to be as common sense as possible, and you have conversations that come out that, from different walks of life, where being stuck in a family that is, I'm not going to be mean, but programmed to the Western framework, and not all of us, unfortunately, can think outside the imaginary box that shouldn't be there in the first place. So, yeah, it's kind of hard, but hey, no pain, no gain. So that's we're having that motto. In order to push forward and actually make better, we've got to have a bit of pain here and there. And I've actually got my shields up, but someone's trying to get in. I can feel it through the just by the top of the rib cage, just underneath the armpit. But it's all good. It's nothing I can't handle. I've handled a few years of it now, and even though I've only been in this sort of alternative arena for 4 years personally, I mean, yeah. But Facebook, going back to Facebook, just been noticing they've been doing real weird things, and well, first and foremost, say for example, when you like something and then next minute you go and find it in your activity log, and then all of a sudden it just starts blanking out on you, like it doesn't do what it conventionally does. But then also things like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain when it's a certain sequence of events that happens before that, and it's the only way I can explain it, because there's certain things where you just know that crap, technology or things shouldn't normally behave like that. But anyhow, that's the being a programmer myself, being through UCOL University back in 2012, when we did level 4, we actually learnt programming and everything, business admin. So I mean, learning about those arenas in that one course sort of gave me the westernized framework, because even though I wasn't awake at the time, late 2014 is when I started waking up. But back then it just gave me a clear idea. Even though sorry, had a bit of a pause there, but they don't feel, they feel to us, oh, what's wrong with you guys? And I guess for us the same, like we different worlds, so it's hard to explain from this side, because I guess you got to have the lateral, which I'm currently working on, lateral thinking. That's what's also missing too, in my opinion. But that's probably why people only a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people act the way they do, is because they've only got linear thinking. When it comes to either savior programs, or ETs are going to save us, or just anything, it's pretty much the cold hard truth. And it's something that I've come to accept a long time ago, is we got to work for what we got, for what we have to, for our future. In order for us to move forward and actually advance, we've got to learn from mistakes in past history, and finally, just move forward. So yeah, it's. I mean, I was brought up in a Christian world, I admit, but I was also brought up in tikanga, or indigenous teachings too. I mean, it was still based on a Western framework, but when you get the concept of it, because having your mind open and agile, you can think about the possibilities. You don't have to accept that. It's I believe in the system that Alan James and Stephen George talk about, the fluid belief system, which is when you hear a new piece of information, entertaining it without accepting it or declining it. I mean, it's awesome updating your belief systems all the time. I mean, that's what a fluid belief system is. It's like water. So we're 70% water, so doesn't it make sense that you would think like water as well? You know, just like that ad here in New Zealand says, drink pump and act like water. Or think like water, I think. Something like that, but, you know, the concept. But it's not the pump side. I'd say drink organic water and true water and think like water, because, it's, you know, and plus synchronizing with Mother Earth as well. We're up to the last 1 minute and 50 seconds. Time goes fast when I'm broadcasting. I wish I could get a subscription, but it will happen later on. I don't mind 50 minutes, but as we do, end on positives. So looking forward to the future. All you have to really remember is, and this is the most important thing, is just by you being aware of this alternative information, it actually taking some of it on board. So you don't have to be loud about it. There's such thing as silent, or what people call osmosis. If people don't know what osmosis is that whole saying, the 100,000 monkey, and then next minute another. Say for an example, there was, well, would put it as, and there's this is just a scenario. There's 100,000 people in New Zealand, and they learnt this one thing, and they were all focused on it, and just by their intentions and combining that 100,000 managed to get all the information through the ether to, say, another person on the other side of the world or another tribe. So, I mean, it's about acknowledging what we can really do. Don't think you're worthless, because there are gifts in us that we don't know ourselves we have, and we're figuring it out. So remember, your DNA, especially if you're Homo sapiens sapien at this time, it means the world to you, and that's your most important. And also external reality and shielding work. My name is Rob E.T. Timothy Tuhaka. Have a good night. You've been listening to E.T. on E.T. Radio.